guys, it's me, Jen, your pudgy picker here at my desk with a awesome haul. My husband had some business in a town east of us and south. Actually, if you know Jason T. Smith or ever heard of him, it's a town he's from called Chardon. So they have a Cancer Society discovery shop there, and the last week of every month they do half off everything in the store. So when I said, oh, when are you going to go? And he's like, oh, the 30th. And I'm like, that's the last day of the month that might be picked over, but I'll go. And boy, did I find a lot of good stuff. The prices here are very, very, very reasonable, and half off, it's a no-brainer. So I spent $57, and I don't think I got anything for myself. I don't think so. So let's dive right in and show you what I got. I'm so happy. I have two tops in my lap, so we'll do those first. I didn't really go through the clothes with a fine-tooth comb. I just kind of glanced. And there's this Lane Bryant 26, 28. This was $6, so it was $3. So this would look pretty, real pretty on like under a blazer, or you could even dress it up with some, nice dress pants and some heels. But I thought that was really pretty. So yeah, so there's that. And then this one's cute. I think it'll fit me, but I'm not a big Star Wars person. I am a Star Trek person. So this is a Marvel 2X. And funny enough, it has the original tags on it. And this says 8, so I paid $4. I guess it's from Kohl's. And it's this lavender t-shirt. And it says, "The future of the galaxy is female." So you got Princess Leia's buns on there. So I thought that was really cute. So that will go online. I have a couple bigger items back here. If you could see, I have a hot pink cheapy office chair. Lift it up. So there's what it looks like. Let me take the tag off and I will tell you what I paid for it. Okay. So this is the tag. $4. So I paid $2. Now, what I want to use this for is down in my basement. I have a lot of bins that have my eBay and other items in it, and I like to have a little place to sit and scooch to pull on my inventory as it sells. So I thought, I've been looking for a little cheapy one, and I saw that one, and I'm like, I don't care what color it is, and I'm like, $4, it'll be 2, sold. Now, just to give you an idea, I wanted to show this to you. This is a tag that goes on all things that have stuffing. Stuffed animals, certain blankets or quilts that have a padding, furniture, pillows, anything that has a padding that bed bugs could live in. So bed bugs have been a problem here in Ohio quite some time ago, and now the rule is, hang on, I dropped it on the floor. I almost fell out of my chair on my head. So any secondhand place has to spray and put this tag on it, and it says, under penalty of law, this tag is not to be removed except by the consumer. Something about material content is unknown. This item has been sanitized. Then they have a registration number with the state, and then it says ACS. So that's for, what do you call it? So this was sanitized the day before I found it, but basically this is what it looks like. We also do this at our antique mall, and we have to pay management because they have the chemicals and they know what they're doing, and then they take care of that. But yeah, so that's that. I thought you'd find that interesting. I do mention that occasionally on the channel. I did get some craft kits. I did get some puzzles. I got some mugs. Did I say fabric? And I got one vintage item that's going to do really, really well. Two more large items. Let's show you those. So I mentioned on my live, and if you haven't watched it, that's fine. But I mentioned on there that I had been interested in a space that was semi-offered to me. I ended up not getting the space, which is fine. Somebody who was more prepared and who had been asking longer than me wanted a certain area, so I'm fine with that. But I did tell the owner that I am interested in a half booth eventually. So whenever that comes up, I will show you from scratch. And on this channel, I've been on here, goodness, forever, like 12, 13 years. And I had a single space I showed you. Then I had a single and a half, and then my sister and I had a double. So, yeah. But in line and thinking with getting that space eventually, they had these two shutters that are, they're hinged together. Now the cool thing about these is the way the hooks go, I can make some little hooks and I can use this for display in my booth. So I'm gonna be hanging on to that. Oh, that's heavy. Ugh. And then the other large item is this picture. It was $4, so I paid $2, and it says "Let's Stay Home." It's got this blue ribbon just because there's 2 points to hang it up. I think I'm gonna put like a like jute string or something, or maybe put a little something more countryish on here to hang it up. But this was 20 by 20. It doesn't say what the original price is, but pretty cute. So I will zhuzh it up a little because this is kind of sparse. So again, that was a good price. There. I also saw this vintage sewing basket. So it's got this real pretty bamboo handle. There's the retro top. And then on the inside, it has a tray. It is in such good condition. Very cool. So there's that. And look at the price on this. $3. I paid $1.50 for this, and it says Japan, so you know it's older. Oh, I was so happy to pick this up. So that will be going to my booth probably. Okay, I think that's everything off the floor. Now I can actually show you the rest that I have on the table. They have a little bit of everything, and this store is so well organized. The volunteers that work there, this place is spotless. It's beautifully set up. It's very organized. It's clean when you go in. It doesn't smell like a old thrift store. So I'm going to make more of an effort to get out there on the last week of the month. So I found this new kit, and it is a what do you call it? A felt stocking. So this was $4, so it was $2. There's this one was also $4. It'll go for $2. I mean, I got it for $2. So of course I looked these up. Christmas craft kits seem to do really well. So I'll have to look these up. Is this one? Is that the same? It looks similar, but these are all 3 different ones. So again, $4. I paid $2. I got a few containers for my Lucky Bamboo. This one was $1, so I paid 50 cents, and it's like this frosted green glass. Very cute. Clean this up really good and put some bamboo in there. This one was originally from Big Lots. It was $4.99 because the tag is still on. Then they have $2, so I paid $1, and it says "You Are Enough." Love that. I love it so much. I have it here on my arm. I went to California a couple years ago. I got that because I want to remind myself. So I got those 2. Actually, I found 2 of them. So I paid $2 for both. So pretty. So that's those. I also found this one. It's a mainstay, so it's Walmart. This might have originally maybe been for a candle, but it doesn't have any residue, so I think it's fairly new. So 50 cents on that, and it's this little diamond pattern. So I thought that'll be really nice. I do have natural colored little rocks, aquarium gravel, and then I also bought a 5-pound bag of black gravel. And I have another white one I just took out with the black gravel, and it's really striking looking. So I'll probably do black gravel in there. I found a couple of mugs. These two were $1 each, and there's 2 of them. It's a Corningware, no microwave. It tells you how old those are. And these, again, I'm going to use for an upcoming project that I'm going to show you. But here's what they look like. There's these little delicate flowers. So, yeah. So I'm definitely going to use these. I got a mug to sell. And it says Yosemite National Park. They have the Falls, Bridal Veil Fall, Nevada Fall, and Vernal Fall. And it's cool because these kind of stick out a little bit, if you can see. And it's this blue mug. It was $1, so I paid 50 cents. Isn't that cool? People love some of these nicer touristy ones. So this will go in my booth for probably $7, $8. I had a whole bunch of coffee mugs and then a few sold, so I got an empty spot. That'll be sure to go out. I saw this little plaster cast for $2, so I paid $1. And it's just this pretty piece that someone would love to have hang on their wall. I do have some of that, what is it called? It's that like a gold and you rub and buff. So I'm going to try some pieces, maybe something a little more subtle than that, and then I'll see how it goes. I also got this plaster cast. It was $2, so I paid $1 of this eagle. So it is plaster. You could tell how it's kind of sat around the edges. But I thought that was kind of cool, this eagle. He looks like he's metal. This, I couldn't quite figure this out. I guess it's just a sun catcher. It doesn't seem to really serve a purpose. But this was, how much was it? And oh, $6. I'm like, it makes no sense. $6. So I paid $3 for this. And here's what it looks like. So, yeah. So it's got a way to hang it, and then this is kind of like sticking out on it, and then it's pinched in the center. So, I don't know. Somebody will find that cute. So I'll go ahead and do that. Another idea that I'm using some of these cute little teacups for, I'm actually going to try and make some bird cages into, like, have a little setup inside so they sell better. I'm thinking about using these and doing maybe some shells and maybe like a little flickering, you know, electric candle. But look, it's even got coconuts on it. So these were marked $1, so I paid $1 for both. Aren't they cute? So yeah, I'm gonna find something cute to do with those. I did find, oh, here's some more craft kits. I looked this one up because there's a whole bunch of them. They're brand new dimensions. It is a wedding, no, it is a baby announcement. Kathy Heck Studio. It says, hello, Sunshine, Grace, Madeline, and then it's got the birth date on it. So this is a, would you consider it a needlepoint? Because it's not cross stitch, so it's printed on there. So I thought that was adorable, and these were $1. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I paid what? $2.50? Can't beat that. Love listing things where you have multiples, because you do one listing and then you get down underneath the price and you put times and then whatever amount you have, which is kind of nice. This is definitely, I think, the nicest thing I got today, or what's going to make me the most money. And I laugh because my husband, many years ago, used to love this scent. I'm going to have him sniff it and tell me what it is. but it is after bath splash and a soap, $8. I paid $4, and it's Ginete. It's like really lemony and really fresh smelling. So this bar of soap in here is, it does smell like it still. So there's that, and then there's, it's this greenish color. Let me see it. Oh yeah, it's like a very, not citrusy, but just a very clean scent. Love it. So this is pretty old, so I think this should do really well on eBay. Made in USA. I don't see an exact date. Some of the perfumes can be pretty easy to identify depending on the style and how they're sold, and then you can pretty much find out how old this was. I could tell you this is probably from the late 70s, early 80s. Love it. So, love it. Also, I saw 2 of these. This was $2, so I paid $1. And it's these 3 different kinds of candle votive holders. So I paid $2 for both, but they're glass, so we have that design, and then this diamond design, and then this little bumpy one. So I thought those were really pretty. So I got 6 of them. 6 of them for $2. Not bad. So I got those. I don't know where these are from. I don't know. Oh, they were from the Target dollar spot. So that was $5. They marked them to $2, and I paid $1. So yeah, I got 2 of those. Not too bad. Been having a lot of luck finding my containers for my Lucky Bamboo. I looked through these, and I thought they were a pretty good price. They had $4 set of 2, so when I went up, I said, that's $4 for both of them, but it's 2, I know. And she's like, yeah, that's for both of them. So I get these really pretty salt and pepper shakers. No chips, no anything. Aren't they pretty? So those will go out to my booth. I got some puzzles. Me and Mr. Pudgy Picker have been working them, and then I put them in a bag and tape up the box, and then I'll sell them at my booth. And I put worked once, no missing pieces. If it has any missing pieces, I will donate it to the thrift store, but I will write on there 1 missing piece, and I'll circle it on the front. Whatever. But let's see, we got 3 of them. They're all 1,000 piece. This one is Tom Wood. It was $3, so I paid $1.50, and it's this fall scene with all the animals. They're pretty. So yeah, and this one is taped. They're all taped, actually. This one was also $3. It is by Lang, and it is fence by the water with the buckets and the shells and the bird. Yeah, little flip-flops in the basket. So there's that one. And then the other one is the same brand, Lang, and it is this cute little herb wagon with the birdhouses and the watering can. Very cute. So I paid $4.50 for all 3, I should say. Yes. I also went to a store called Ollie's. I don't know if you have something like that. It's like a store where everything's closeouts. And I somehow got the flyer for it and saw that they had puzzles. They were real nice brands, real cute pictures for $4.99. So I went last week and bought like 5 of those. So I think we're good for a while. I got this sign that was originally at TJ Maxx for $7.99. It was marked $4, and I paid $2. It says, "This is us." Love that. So pretty. So I will sell that. Now, the rest of the items I have are all fabric. They had fabric in rolls, and then they had fabric in bags. Some of these ones that are bags are smaller pieces. What I end up usually doing is I fold them all very neatly and then stack them so it's not too hard to see the different designs, and then I sell it as a fabric bundle. I already took them out to my stores. Don't have one to show you, but so So I'm just going to tell you the price I paid. So for $2.50, this is 3 yards of this vintagey fabric. And it is, I don't know which side that is, but it's this adorable little kind of orange flower. Isn't that pretty? So that will go for $9. This one's kind of cool, kind of modern. Almost looks like atomic kind of stuff, doesn't it? So this was $1 and it's 1 yard, so I'm going to sell it for $3. More of these little rosebuds. I remember my mom making Barbie clothes out of this fabric. It's 1 1/3, so that'll be $4, and I paid $1. Remember, these used to be on all different colors, like yellow and pink and red. They almost look like little strawberries. These are interesting. In fact, I'm gonna take them out of the bundle because I want to look. So this one was 50 cents, and it says 1/3 of a yard. This is very 80s to me. Look at that. I knew somebody years ago that had wallpaper that looked like that in their dining room. So there was a second piece of that same price. So these will go for $2. Not much of an earning there, sadly. This one has like tiny little blue hearts. That one was 50 cents, and it looks like it's a little over a yard. Let's see. This one is pink with the little white daisies. Paid 50 cents for that, and that's a yard. Is that it? Is that it? Is that it? And then I got 2 bags. I got more than that. Oh, I don't know. It's late. I'm tired. So I'll go through these real quick. I'll go ahead and open it. Should I open it or should I just show you? So this one was $1. So we have blue. We got some kitty material. It looks like little sheep. So like I said, these are probably just odd shapes. So if I can sell them either 1/4 of a yard or a fat quarter, I will do that, but the rest can just, like I said, be put in a fabric grab bag. I usually put $5 on them and really stuff like a sandwich bag. So there's that one. And then this one was 50 cents. So it's got like this burgundy. It's got this almost like a hydrangea. What else? What else? I'm just gonna rip this open because I'm impatient. So there's that. Oh, that one's so pretty. Look at that. So see, you get weird pieces. But isn't that pretty? Oh. Then we got this red splotchy one. And then we got this vintagey looking one. Okay, now that I tore open that one, let's tear open the $2. I go through a lot of bags, as you can tell. So this one had the blue with the little pink flowers. There's that. We have a plain blue. We have the sheep. Aren't they cute? This one is flower, blue and white flowers. And then the kitty one, it looks like it's an odd shaped piece, but oh, it's so cute. Look, it's the kitties. Isn't that cute? So there's at least a fat quarter and then some on this one. Oh, it's so cute. So I think that's it. So that's all the fabric, everything I got. Oh, I picked up another. I've been selling these. My wine shelf, I moved it to a different spot in my booth, and now it's selling again. So this one just says, it was $4, so I paid $2. Nutritional facts, 1 bottle contains 1 bottle. Yeah. So 1 bottle. I only had 1 glass. So yeah, that's it. That is all. Just making sure I didn't miss anything. So I'm going to get this stuff ready to go out to my booth. I will be, the next couple days at least, with the weather being a little bit cooler. This weekend it's supposed to be horribly hot. It's beautiful in my office. It's just perfect. Mr. Pudgy Picker bought me a window fan. He's so funny. I have a fan on the ceiling and I have a fan on the floor, so I'm getting in all different directions, but it's so comfortable. So the mosquitoes weren't starting already. I'd go sit outside for a few minutes. I've been outside like 8 times today. I laid out this morning, and then I'll go out. Like dinner, I had like a half an hour before I had to start our grill because I did some lean pork steaks. They're good. I did like almost like a spicy rub. They were very delicious. So I turned that on and let it warm up. So I was reading my book. So yeah, so that's it. Tell me, what was your favorite item? Do you have any? We don't have many charity shops where it's just all charity and the people working there, most of them are volunteers. Do you have any of those? Are their prices better? It seems to be in this area that they are. And for what I spent and for what I'm going to get, it certainly was worth the drive out there. And yeah, it's a nice little jaunt. Plus there's a Goodwill there. There's the charity shop. There's a couple other little places I can buzz around out there. So it makes it worth it. You know, whenever we get snow in our area, this city, Chardon, is up literally on a hilltop. That's why the high school, they're called Hilltoppers. And they get a lot of snow. So we'll get, well, that's a pretty good amount, and they're just buried up to their eyeballs. So, yep, what a difference a half an hour in different directions make. So I will sign off now. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate you tuning in and spending some of your precious time with me. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Do you remember Jean Nate? Are you of a certain age? So I will see you guys next time, and until then, happy picking. Bye. Won't put that in the video. Oh, we started recording.